Alright, Blackie, welcome to the first episode of AEW History for Dummies and Dogs. I'm not necessarily calling you a dummy, I'm just saying, like, if someone's watching this and they haven't seen AEW, they would be technically considered ignorant or a dummy in this case scenario. This will be the TNT Championship edition of AEW History for Dummies and Dogs. You are the dog in this scenario, so that's why it is listed in the title. So, when we're learning about the TNT Championship, we have to acknowledge that it is... Oh, yeah, I should probably explain what these things are, as you probably have never comprehended these things ever before. So, the TNT Championship is a wrestling title in AEW, which is All Elite Wrestling. A championship, however, is like in general, it's like a big object that is used to signify someone's success or them being the best at something. So it generally looks like one of those, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, those 8 championship belts right there. Or if you want a more lively example, like this one right here is the championship we're referring to right now. Those two are also championships, but not the ones we're necessarily talking about right now. These are also championship belts. Now, a belt would be a strap that you wear around your waist, generally to hold your pants up. But a championship belt, when you put championship before that, it's like a fancy object with at least one big metal plate, and leather. It's generally bigger and has a large leather strap, and it's got at least one plate. Usually they have up to 7, typically. They usually between 1 and 7. WWE often goes with like 3. AEW often goes with 5. Some places go with like 7, often in Mexico. But AEW is a company where wrestlers compete in professional wrestling, which are elaborate fights combining athleticism and entertainment. TNT, Turner Network Television, is the name of a television channel that originally broadcasted AEW's shows, including Dynamite and Fyter Fest and stuff like that. Now they host Collision, so that's pretty cool. Go on to the next slide. In the inception of the TNT Championship included Cody Rhodes and Lance Archer. That was the final for the TNT Championship tournament. It was a tournament. A tournament means a bunch of people competed, and eventually it got to a final of the winners of their brackets, in their individual brackets. Cody ended up winning that match at an event called Double or Nothing. It was, I believe, the third AEW show. Oh no, this is 2020. It was a big pay-per-view event that AEW hosted. Now, an event is a big live show with multiple matches when it comes to wrestling terms. He beat Lance Archer in that TNT Championship tournament final to win the TNT Championship, and he was presented the TNT Championship by world famous boxer Mike Tyson. I won't go into depth about who Mike Tyson is right now, as that would take some hours, I'm not gonna lie. But Cody would then go on to have open challenges for this TNT Championship, which means anybody at any time can come out and try to take the title. Well, not necessarily at any time, but anybody could challenge him for the championship. Got that? Anybody could challenge him for the championship, and he would have the match to try and take the championship from him, as they say. Next slide. The person who would end up taking that championship from him would be a newly signed Mr. Brodie Lee. He's one of my favorites, actually. Now, Brodie beat Cody in under 3 minutes. It was a very quick match. It's a shock to the world, really. They would update the design of the belt because it, to me, looked kind of unfinished at the time. But they redesigned it. They added red and gold instead of just the silver, which is kind of how this belt back here looks. See that? Up there. Yeah, that belt. Yeah, that red gold belt. looks just like that one. See, yeah. So that's kind of why I got this belt, because he had it. And then a couple months later, Cody would return and challenge Brodie Lee to a rematch, which they would fight in a dog collar match. Now, you would know something about a dog collar match as you wear one all the time, all day, every day. But a dog collar match is a more brutal wrestling match, where two humans put on a dog collar over their necks, and they're chained to each other by one long chain. And they can't really escape from each other, and they can use it as a weapon. They can use that chain as a weapon. Cody won that to become a 2-time TNT champion, the first, of course, as there's only been 2 champions at this point. After that would be Darby Allin's first reign. Now, a reign is just any period of time someone holds the championship, all right? Cody would hold the championship for about a month, and then he would lose it to Darby Allin, who would beat him at an event called Full Gear, which was actually named after Hangman Adam Page segment, Being the Elite. You'll learn about that later on, most likely. But Darby's a smaller in stature wrestler, and is pretty fearless, I would say. It's pretty crazy. All right, let's be honest, pretty crazy. Okay. He's known for his skateboarding ability, and he recently climbed Mount Everest. Now, I'm not sure I can get you to comprehend Mount Everest, as it's a very large mountain, and you're a very small creature. But he would often defend. He would, with the help from his tag partner, Sting. Well, at that time, he was more of a manager of him. Yeah, Sting, a legendary wrestler known for his face paint and his outfit and his style. But yeah, he would hold that for a good little bit, and then he would lose to Miro. He would lose to Miro on Dynamite. He would call himself God's favorite champion. He's very powerful, very strong, very intense, very big. He's a big guy. He would also I should probably mention. Let me go back. Cody had the same belt that Brodie had, but then Brodie passed away, unfortunately. I won't try to get you to comprehend death right now. Yeah, after he passed away, they retired this version of the championship. So when Darby Allin beat him, when Darby Allin beat Cody, he had his own custom black belt championship. It was pretty cool. But that would end up becoming like the base design, so it's like the normal TNT Championship now. A lot of people hold that one. And then when Miro won, he had his own custom white and green TNT Championship. Isn't that cool? They should sell all of the versions of the belt, honestly. And then after Miro held his belt for some months, Sammy Guevara would beat him. Upset victory. No one expected it, because Miro at this point had been completely undefeated. So Sammy Guevara would beat him with a 630 senton. It landed kind of low, I'm not gonna lie. But he dedicated the match to Mr. Brodie Lee, and then won his first AEW title by pin on Miro on Dynamite. Right. And then a couple months later, Cody would become a 3-time champion by defeating Sammy Guevara at Holiday Bash on Christmas Day. You can't comprehend Christmas. I just thought about that.